there we go, guys. The MINI Clubman JCW Works ALL4. A long name for kind of a long Mini Cooper. So the MINI Clubman basically, which is the long version of the Mini. So you have the extra doors, and then the cool thing about these Clubmans is this. So basically you have 2 doors at the back. So you're a fan of this or you're not. I basically am, but yeah, something typical to those Clubmans, and yeah, I like it. So let's start at the beginning. The front is basically the same as on any other Mini JCW Works. So you have this nice grille over here, of course the mythical JCW Works logo, and then this front splitter. You have a big intercooler over there, which is necessary. Then you have those big air vents over here, which are of course functional. So not sure if you can see it, but they are actually functional and give some air for the brakes. And then yeah, this is typical for the Cooper S and JCW Works version. Then talking about the brakes, you have these big red brake calipers, and these are massive brakes. Curious to see if this is enough to stop this car, but we will see. Then you have this plastic kind of thing over here, which I'm less fan of, but yeah, it is what it is. The thing about this one is that Mini Gent store did a wrap on it. So, well, a wrap, or I don't know what it is actually, but it's kind of cool with this red and white accents over here. So as you can see, Mini Gent store, thanks guys. And then at the back, as I said, you have the 2 doors. You have this nice little exhaust over here, which is, I'm not sure, but I don't think it's stock, but I can confirm this later on. Really cool car, absolutely love it. When you move to the inside of the car, first thing you see is this nice little trim over here, JCW Works. And then I am a huge fanatic of these seats. They are so cool. You have the little logo over here, just the print and the color of everything is matching with the rest of the interior, and yeah, I really love it. And they sit actually pretty good. Oh, like this. Almost feels like my sofa at home, but then just a bit more sportive and tempting. I love it. The steering wheel is also really cool. You have a little bit of carbon fiber over here, JCW Works logo. Then these red pallets matching with the red stitching over here, and also in the seats, of course. So yeah, that's a really cool steering wheel, and I have to admit it's a big one. It's actually a really thick steering wheel compared to, for example, my 128 Ti. And yeah, I like this. I prefer having a thick steering wheel in my hands, especially with a sports car like this. So let me move on the infotainment. So this is basically the same as any other Mini with the difference that you have the John Cooper Works logo over here and the little racing flag over here. So you can change it into green mode, into mid mode, or sport mode. So it's not special, but okay. You can change that, by the way, over here. So like this. Then you have the screen over here with the GPS or the music or information about the car, those type of things, all the standard things. And then of course the key to happiness, Mini. A little view of the back, which is matching with the front, of course. You have enough space. It's a long car, so which is basically a good thing compared to the normal Mini 3 doors, because that's, yeah, I don't have words for that, but this one is actually really good with space. So, I guess you're not watching to see the exterior or the interior. Well, you might be interested, but what you really want to know is how this thing is actually driving. And I'm so excited. So, let's start it. Decent. So this was the start in normal, so not in sport mode or whatever. A fun fact about this car is that the engine is basically the same as in my 128 Ti, and more especially as in a M135i. So it's a 2-liter engine with 306 horsepower, and this one is also like the M135, a 4-wheel drive car, which you can feel and honestly is necessary, because when you drive a Mini 3 doors Cooper S 192 horsepower, it is just too much. I mean, the front drivetrain is not equipped with a limited slip differential, which means that the car is always looking to have grip, and you have to drive like this just to have some grip, which is not fun at all. But in this one, you have 4-wheel driving, you have 306 horsepower, and you can send it. I mean, it has grip, and that's a good thing. Now, the sad thing is that it's not raining, because I was really curious to drive it on the rain to see how it reacts, because I now know how my 128 Ti is reacting, and I just want to know if this 4-wheel drive system is good on the rain. It clearly is on dry weather conditions, but yeah. I am 100% sure that this is a really good track toy. If you put this on the track and you can drive just a little bit, you can do good times. 100% sure. So now I am in sport mode. Gearbox is in sport mode and in manual. I am on a country road, so basically I love the sound. I have a lot of traction with this thing because it's 4-wheel driving. The thing is that when you have to stop the car, you feel that it's really heavy. Really fun, really fun. Back to normal mode. This one is actually also equipped with a lot of cool options. So you have everything in the infotainment. You have the open roof if you want. Close it. You also have the active cruise control, which I hate because when you drive and you put your cruise control on and you approach the vehicle in front of you, the car is slowing down, which is normal, you will say, and it is indeed. But if the car is slowing down more and more and more, I am also slowing down and I cannot overtake because my car is still slowing down. So is it a good option? Yes, but not for me. I don't know. I don't like it. Fun thing about this car is that everyone is watching you because of the colors and the stickers that they've put on it. But hey, I'm driving a MINI Clubman JCW All. That was smooth. As you know from other videos probably, I always try different driving modes and those type of things. So I have already driven in sport mode and in the normal mode, mid called in the Mini, and now I'm driving in the green mode. And it's always fun to have a green mode or Eco Pro in the BMW on a car like this. I mean, why? To have less fuel consumption? Well, if I'm buying this, I'm not looking at the fuel consumption, I guess. Even if I will look at it right now to give you the information, but if it's 8 liters per 100 kilometers or 10 liters or 12 liters, well, okay. You know, a lot of sports cars don't go under the 10 liters per 100 kilometers, so yeah. And this one is actually pretty good. When I picked it up, it was the average on 12,000 kilometers is 8.8 liters per 100 kilometers, which is exactly the same thing as in my 128 Ti. So I'm not lying, it's the same engine. If you're a Mini fanatic, or if you ever driven a Mini, you know that they always drive very hard, and yeah, as you probably might think, this one is driving even harder. So yeah, it's the GCW version, which is of course a bit logic that it has to drive hard, but then you add these seats and yeah, the comfort is gone. I have to say that it's not as comfortable as my 128 Ti for sure, but for driving sportively, I prefer these seats because you really sit pretty good in it and it has a nice design. So it's nicer than those in my car, but to do a long trip, I prefer those in my 128 Ti. I guess it's about choices. I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.